Good Life, all month long on the stations and networks of KUAM. Check the KUAM News app or KUAM.com for all program listings.
Watch Health Check with Nurse Jen Artero every Tuesday for community health information, advisories, and news you and your family can use for leading a healthier lifestyle. Health Check during KUAM News Healthy Living. Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Wow! Extraordinary.
This is the Olympics of dance.
Everybody here is at the top of their game.
It wasn't enough. I want more.
Can I have some more?
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Coming up on Primetime, we've got the latest with the investigation into Saturday's huge fire in Harmon.
A former Catholic school teacher is the latest person accused of child sexual abuse.
And tired of power outages? We've got news you need to know about a contract signed today with GPA. Half a day to you if you're watching us live on KUM TV8 or streaming us on Facebook Live or Instagram Live. As we first told you about it on Sunday, as a 65th victim has filed suit against the church for child sex abuse, but not against the priest.
Crystal Paco has more.
Not a priest, but a teacher, and a teacher who reportedly still works with children, just not in Guam. Filed in the District Court of Guam on Sunday night, 35-year-old BWJ alleges it was in December of 1993 when he was sexually molested by St. Anthony School music and religion teacher Ray Kaluag. According to the complaint, BWJ was only 11 years old when the teacher was supposed to drop him home from an after-school rehearsal. Instead of going straight home, they made a stop at the teacher's house. Inside the room, the boy was instructed to lay on the bed, where the teacher allegedly spooned, caressed, and groped and fondled him before masturbating and digitally penetrating the 7th grader. The teacher told him not to tell anyone because, quote, parents and others wouldn't understand the type of love I have for my students, end quote. After the incident, BWJ distanced himself from the teacher and went to a new school the following year. The complaint lists the Archdiocese of Agana, St. Anthony Catholic School, and Ray Kaluag as defendants. Represented by attorney David Lujan, BWJ is suing for $5 million. KUAM reached out to St. Anthony School principal Lorena Chaco, who confirmed the staffer was at the school before she started working there. Therefore, she does not know Kaluag. She couldn't comment further. After working at St. Anthony School, Kaluag was hired at St. John's School in Upper Tumon. School principal Patricia Bennett tells KUAM she cannot speak on matters concerning current or former employees. According to YouTube videos posted late last year, Kaluag is still working with youth in Marikina City, Philippines. The video narrates Kaluag's efforts to bring music to students who were willing to learn but couldn't afford to buy instruments or pay for training, so he closed his studio in Guam and relocated to the Philippines, bringing with him all his instruments. The video states Kaluag worked closely with the youth on weekends and weekdays to prepare them for concert. KUAM has reached out to Kaluag via email, but no response was made as of news time. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
In a statement on Monday, the church extends its prayers to BWJ and his family and ensures the community allegations of child abuse are taken seriously. In recent months, the Archdiocese of Agana has implemented mandatory training for all adults working with children. You can view that statement in its entirety by visiting our website. Additionally, if you are a victim of sexual abuse, you can call the Hope and Healing Hotline. That number is 1-888-649-5288. Well, the skies have cleared after a weekend of smoke filled the air. in areas over Tumon and Harmon.
Now, as you know, because you saw live on Facebook, more than 60 local and federal firefighters this weekend responded to the very large flames coming from the Harmon Industrial Park that ignited Saturday afternoon. Our Nick Delgado has more on the investigation.
The fire is out.
We put it out completely 2200 hours or 10 p.m. last night.
Guam Fire Chief Joey C. Nicholas confirming it took his firefighters more than a day to extinguish the flames. It first sparked in Harmon Industrial around 4:30 p.m. Saturday. Thick smoke could be seen for miles.
The base of the fire was roughly a 40 by 80 area, 40 foot by 80 area. It definitely engulfed a larger area, and then about 2 stories deep, 20 feet high.
Majority of the fire consuming material at the FSM Guam Recycling Center. Fire officials say nearby businesses, Sang Brothers and Black Construction were affected as well.
We did express that if there was any discomfort with the air quality for the surrounding businesses or residences, that they evacuate immediately.
By Sunday, much of the area was hazy. A smoke advisory remained. Acting Governor Ray Tenorio declaring a state of emergency 20.
It came to a shock to us too. Like, I never seen a fire that big in my life. It took that day.
Sang Brothers warehouse supervisor Pat Lazama recalls what happened.
I noticed all the smoke, and it looked like it was coming from our yard. So my first reaction was to gather all the guys and get all the fire extinguishers and everything. All you hear was explosions, then the fire just kept getting bigger by every minute that was passing.
As for how the fire started,
pending the results of the findings from Guam Fire Department and our own investigation, if there is any violations that we find or any regulations that have been broken, then notices of violations will be issued.
We're still putting together all the facts and details to make sure nothing is left out. But from the initial assessments, we believe that it started on the Sang Brothers side and then traveled into the scrapyard.
A preliminary finding that company is denying.
But you guys weren't burning back there?
No, not that I know.
Workers at FSM Recycling Guam Inc., a Korean-owned business, spent most of today cleaning up the mess. A manager who declined an interview tells me the fire did not start on their property and claims they are the victims.
And even today, you can see the mounds of charred debris here behind me, including this car grill, this twisted piece of metal, including some rubber tires. And it's the unknown throughout all this mess that are leaving many concerned.
It's too early in the investigation for us to make a determination as far as what was in the air based on not exactly knowing what was burning.
While the investigation is underway, the fire chief commends the work of all involved.
Very dangerous, very complicated fire, but fortunately we were able to make it out without any injuries.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, Wahoo C. Nick Delgado.
Well, one man faced 10 years to life behind bars but was shown leniency because he cooperated with the federal government. George Bamba II was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment followed by 5 years supervised release. Although he was operating out of San Diego, he was dealing drugs with people from Guam. Federal agents on his case recovered over 95 grams of methamphetamine with 100% purity. Meth at the time of the bust had a street value of anywhere from $500 to $800 per gram. In court Monday, his father, former Senator Joseph George Bamba, stated that his son had done wrong but hoped good can come out of the experience. Both the defendant and his parents expressed willingness to use their experience to speak to other families affected by drugs. While addressing the court, the younger Bamba admitted to being a drug addict for at least a decade. A judicial recommendation will be made that he be placed in a drug treatment program.
Attorney-client privilege barred defense attorney David Lujan saying anything about his client, Mark Smith. While it's Smith who faces federal charges, Lujan is on the defense for himself. As reported, the government has filed a motion to disqualify Lujan due to potential conflict of interest. In his filing on Monday, Lujan confirms he's in receipt of grand jury transcripts from earlier this year when the government subpoenaed him to testify in front of the grand jury. This was the same grand jury that ultimately indicted his client. Lujan continues to question why he was subpoenaed since nothing from his testimony was related to events currently happening at GURA. As reported, Lujan formerly served as legal counsel for the agency. Smith, meanwhile, stands accused of serving as both GURA legal counsel and profiting from the Section 8 program with the help of his friend Glenn Wong. Arguments on the matter are set for Wednesday.
In other island news tonight, the Guam Power Authority signed an agreement that will bring the island's renewable energy platform into the future while also reducing small power outage by more than half. Isabaza has more.
It's been 3 years in the making. A $35 million contract that will provide the island's power system with 40 megawatts of battery storage was signed by the Guam Power Authority and South Korean company LG CNS Monday morning. The investment will help alleviate system frequency outages and improve reliability by an estimated 77%. Consolidated Commission on Utilities Chairman Joey Dueñas said for the average consumer, this means less of those pesky 5 to 15-minute outages.
So we're trying to get to the point where if a big generator fails, we won't have to let anybody suffer. We'll be able to, the energy storage will pick up the load.
The project includes the design, implementation, and interconnection of energy storage systems in Hagåtña and Telefofo. The systems are expected to offset under-generation from generators or GPA's solar farm. GPA General Manager John Beneventi said more battery storage systems are anticipated for Guam's power system in the future, noting this is only phase 1.
Our plan is also to look at battery systems that will store the energy in the daytime and then we will release it in the evening.
He said while the road to 24/7 renewables may be a long way forward, the island is making progress. So far, GPA uses an estimated 5% of renewable energy and plans to increase that to 25% by 2021.
With all of our plans, our goal is to provide better service to our customers, our ratepayers, including our military customers, and to keep the price as affordable as possible.
The project is expected to be completed in May of 2018. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isabaza.
Thanks, Isa. Still to come, Homeland Security on North Korea.
And more businesses are popping up in the village of Jigo. And you're probably going to want to watch which one is coming up because you're going to like it. Stay tuned.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
Have you gotten paid yet? That's the premium automatic insurance deduction plan from Calvo's Insurance. Paid simplifies your home and auto insurance. No down payment. No more long lines. And you can stretch your payments up to 12 months. Paid is convenient. It deducts from your payroll, your checking account, or your credit card. With Paid, you get up to 65% off your car insurance and enjoy lifestyle club discounts. Life can be easier when you get paid.
Call Calvo's Insurance today and save on your home and auto insurance.
Find your reason to celebrate at IT&E. Pick up the new Samsung Galaxy S8 and get double data.
Drive and discover at Guam's best dealership, Cars Plus in Mighty. With Guam's best warranty, there's no better time to drive a Hyundai Accent starting at $11,995 or the Hyundai Elantra starting at $16,995. It's not just newer, it's better. SUV lovers, check out the Hyundai Tucson, J.D. Power's top-ranked small SUV starting at $19,995 or save $4,500 and see the advantages that put the Hyundai Santa Fe at the head of its class. Get to Cars Plus today to drive and discover the quality and value that is Hyundai. Cars Plus, driven by you.
There's no place on Guam like Chuck E. Cheese's. It's tons of fun with so many games, and parties are a blast, where everyone has fun. Come and party at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam. Call and book your party today.
Mauna Kea Athletic Club and Manhoban Swim Club present Guam Cocos Crossing 2017 on Sunday, May 28th. Experience the excitement of an ocean swim in the beautiful waters of Cocos Lagoon. Open to swimmers age 9 and up. Choose from 4 options: a 2.5-mile swim, 5 and 10K races, and a Neptune swim with a mask, snorkel, and fins. Register online at www.guamcocoscrossing.com by May 24th. Supported by these fine sponsors. For more information, go to www.guamcocoscrossing.com.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
And welcome back, everybody, to Primetime right here on KUAM. Well, another set of golden arches are soon going to rise in Jigo. Ground was broken today for a new McDonald's on Guam's northernmost village, as franchise owner Joe Azuzu says the current store has reached its capacity. Ernesto Lecanto went up north for this story.
We see this village or this area growing more and more into the future, and it's just the right place for us to be at.
The planned 4,400 square foot restaurant will be the first new store in many years, and Azuzu says it will feature all the latest technology and the newest looks that McDonald's has to offer.
I've seen it. I think the community will be excited. I think with this new restaurant, it's so appropriate to bring in all of those new technology and new things that's happening in the restaurant.
New features will include digital menu screens, a self-order kiosk with table service, an automated beverage system, and a double-lane drive-through. Azuzu started with 2 restaurants in Saipan and about a year ago bought the 6 other McDonald's stores here. And he is bullish about the prospects for more.
We could possibly support another, 2, 3, 4 maybe restaurant.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Guam Homeland Security Advisor George Charfer says his office, along with the Mariana Regional Fusion Center, federal and military partners, are monitoring the situation involving North Korea. The country launched a ballistic missile test Sunday, which landed just 60 miles off the coast of Russia in the Sea of Japan. National reports claim the launch could carry a nuclear weapon and would be able to reach as far as Guam. OHS spokesperson Jenna Gamindi with more on how the agency is monitoring the situation.
Although there's no immediate threat to Guam or the Marianas at this time, we always remind residents and visitors that it's important to have a family communication plan in place, having a preparedness kit on hand. And these are just preparedness tips for all hazards, not only man-made, but also natural events.
She adds the U.S. military is able to respond accordingly to these threats, and OHS has confidence in its ability to do so.
Now, Congressional Delegate Madeline Bordallo says she's very concerned by North Korea's recent actions, adding the latest test is irresponsible and that it further destabilizes the region. She hopes the Trump administration will take action to prevent any further escalation and reassure our allies and partners in the region. She adds she's confident the current defense capabilities on Guam, including the continued missile defense systems deployment, will protect our island.
The French military exercise Jeanne d'Arc resumed over the weekend after it was put on hold Friday following an incident where a French boat ran aground. Joint Region Marianas Chief of Staff Captain Jeff Grimes said the decision to resume the exercise came following a detailed assessment of the accident, adding he is confident military partners have improved preparation and put in place sufficient mitigation methods. Meanwhile, the Navy is currently working with local and federal agencies to further assess the effects of the landing craft's impact on the seafloor.
All right, everybody, we got your birthday shout-outs coming up after the break. But before that, Chris Barnett has sports. But before that, here is your island weather.
How can a modern family save money when companies ding you with surprise charges? I mean, seriously, data caps on home internet? I hate to be the bad guy here, but somebody has to keep us from busting our monthly data limit. Sorry, honey, we're out of data. But I'll tell you the ending. Plan ties. My family just wants to enjoy the internet on their schedules. Why does this have to be such a hassle?
Really, Mom? It's an online class. I need the internet to graduate.
Then go to the library. They have free internet, right?
This is so unfair.
My thoughts exactly.
Just a few more minutes, please.
I really don't want to nag, but money doesn't grow on... There's got to be a better way.
Free yourself. Switch to GTA Home Internet today. Truly unlimited with no data caps or additional usage fees.
A wise man once said that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. You don't always see that 10% coming. When you get hurt or feel the devastation. For over 40 years, Alpha Insurers reacts quickly for you to provide you with peace of mind. Always. Alpha Insurers. Protecting your good things in life.
Y'all think the key to success is hard work? Or learning? Wrong. Success isn't earned, it's eaten. And nothing says success like gold. The new, delicious KFC Georgia Gold Chicken with its tangy honey mustard barbecue taste that says, hey world, I eat gold. New KFC Georgia Gold. It's finger-licking gold. From the moment you see it, it commands your respect. You can feel its immense power. The only way to master it is to venture inside. Go ahead, dive in. The GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Step up to GMC and get nearly $9,500 total value on select specially equipped 2017 Sierra Crew Cab SLT vehicles in stock.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Off a day, Guam. Chris Barnett with Sports Lunes Monday. Woohoo! On the show, let's look at IIAG girls all-island team, and we profile the KFC Bombers and the Guam Basketball Association and Championship Boys High School Volleyball. So let's do a break. Fluid. The KFC Bombers have a legit shot at the GBA Season 3 title this year. They're one of the most complete teams in the league, boasting a roster filled with shooters and size. KFC finished the regular season as the second seed, beating every team in the league except the undefeated MVP Stars.
You always have 6 teams ready to chop your head off any time of the day. I mean, so you got to come in every game with a square head, play competitive, and always be on your A game. If not, you can get cut off by any team in this league.
The Bombers challenged MVP in their first meeting, losing 94-89 in a game that they led 70-65 at the end of the third quarter. Now, when asked about getting another shot at the MVP Stars and the possibility of handing them their first loss of the year, point guard Terrence Jackson had this to say.
I like playing them. You know, we always compete at a high level. That's always a good game for us. Whether we win or lose, you know, it's a good matchup for both teams, and it brings out the best in everybody.
KFC locked up their seat in the playoffs with a recent win, 176 over the UOG Tritons on Saturday at the UOG Fieldhouse. Lejette Glover led the way with 20 points, while teammate Jerry Clayton added 19. With the win, the Bombers will now face MacTech in the first round of the playoffs Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We're athletic and we can get out and run with any team, but what sets us apart is our speed against other teams. We're a lot faster than most teams. Hopefully we don't make any mistakes and slip up in the first round of the playoffs so we can make it to those 3-game elimination rounds. So we always just trying to keep our heads and our composure and play as good as we can, play to our best of our abilities, and pretty much we come out on top.
Games for tomorrow, the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse elimination round, 6 p.m. Tooth Fairies taking on the Autospot Phoenix. At 8, Mitsubishi Outlanders take on the UOG Tritons.
We're definitely looking forward for the teams competing, every team. We definitely want to pick up on the defensive end. We have some tough players in this season, so we definitely want to hone in on stopping the key players of every team.
The Harvest Eagles finished 14-0, perfect this season in boys high school volleyball. Harvest ended their championship run with a 5-set win over the Teton High Titans in the title game, 23-25, 25-14, 25-12. 22-25 and 15-12 in front of a packed crowd at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. The Eagles led 10-5 in the fifth set when the Titans went on a run to tie the set at 11-11. Nail-biter. Harvest tough play up front carried them to the championship, winning it all for the four seniors on the team. Alan Wong, Edward Wong, Kobe Sotelo, Sean Evans, doing it for head coach Kevin Inafuku.
I'm really proud of the guys, man. They worked hard. They've practiced hard and practiced for the fifth set. And, man, it means so much leaving Guam this way, building the program. I thank the Lord for this awesome school, awesome support. And credit to these guys, man. They came and formed the team this year and decided they wanted to win it all. And I'm just so thankful, proud of them.
Senior MVP of the IIAAG boys high school volleyball season, Sean Evans, said winning the season's title was bittersweet. Picking up their 14th win of the year and going